And as we continue to debate this issue on the NewsX debate tonight, I have with me Amarjit Kaur, National Secretary of the CPI, and Dr. Sambit, Patra, spokesperson of the Delhi BJP, here with us in studio as we continue to track the fallout, really the implications, the repercussions of Mamta Banerjee's very strong words, very strong statement announcing a withdrawal of support to the UPA. But a conditional withdrawal of support, if I may say so, an ultimatum, setting the deadline of 3 p.m. on Friday for the government to give in to 3 of her demands. A hike on cap of LPG subsidized cylinders. She suggested a figure of 24 a year, 24 subsidized cylinders a year per family. She's asked for a rollback of 3 to 4 rupees on the diesel price hike and a rollback of FDI in multi-brand retail, putting the ball firmly in the UPA's court. A day after the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, said there was no question of a rollback, no question of a going back on these decisions by the government. So what happens now? Are we headed for snap elections, or are allies like the SP and BSP going to step in with the numbers if Mamta pulls out? And what happens to the important decisions taken by the government? We'll be debating that with us tonight. Also, my colleague Gautam Roy with me in studio, and we'll continue to crack this story. But first, I want to come across to you, Dr. Patra. Only yesterday we were talking about such a scenario. You were hopeful that Mamta Banerjee would do this, would pull the rug out from underneath the UPA. She hasn't gone quite that distance yet.
Let me give a very emotional answer to this. I hope you give me some time. Because I remember September 14th when Mamta wrote in her Facebook status that loot chalche loot in Bengali. Loot is going on, India is being plundered. And now when I was coming to your studio on my way, I was very frantically waiting as to what the result is going to be of the meeting. And meanwhile, the FM radio was playing the song, Lute koi man ka nagar ban ke mera sathi re. And then lo and behold, finally Mamta has realized the sathi was none other than UPA who was looting India. And she has gone to the stretch where we can say it is not just barking but biting as well.
All right. So she's finally got her bite to be stronger than her bark. We've also got Sanjay Jha, co-founder of HamaraCongress.com, on the phone line with us. Sanjay, I'm not sure you got the complete bit of what Dr. Patra, spokesperson of the Delhi BJP, was just saying. But just to give you a heads up, we've also got Amarjit Kaur, National Secretary of the CPI, here with us in studio. But Sanjay, is the Congress, had the Congress factored this in? Was the government prepared?
Absolutely. I think, you got to look at it from the perspective.
They should not go into midterm election. They will see to it that they try to manage their majority.
You know what?
One
You
way or
don't
other.
seem surprised. You do not seem surprised at this current political situation, this neck of the woods that we are in. I just want to introduce Dr. Shikha Mukherjee. Shikha Mukherjee, a senior journalist and political analyst who's now joining us from Kolkata. Shikha, if you can hear me, I want to get you in for a quick perspective of Mamta Banerjee's address to the press and the nation at large. It was almost as if she was addressing, it was an address to the nation, the manner in which she began. What did you make of it?
Well, I think it was a bold and...
Not be part of that strike, even within the BJP in several state units, for example in Madhya Pradesh, because of the visit of Mahinda Rajapakse, they don't want to have the strike on that day.
You see, as far as Shiv Sena is concerned, Ganpati Utsav is a very important Utsav in Maharashtra, and naturally it is connected with the emotions of lakhs and crores of people. So it's but natural that a local and a regional party there cannot just forego the celebrations out there.
But the protests are also over issues that connect lakhs and crores of people.
It's but natural, so there are other ways of addressing